So today we're looking at the earth and the rivers a little bit differently than we did just in our past video. This time we're getting to look at it, and the earth almost looks like a great big sponge that's kind of littered and kind of soaking up all of these rivers. I wanted to go back and kind of I touched on a couple really impressive rivers. One specifically we talked about was the Nile, about how it was almost 6,700 kilometers long, and it starts at this Lake Victoria, way over here, and it travels all the way up to the Mediterranean. Well, I found a great depiction of it right here. Okay, you can see Lake Victoria down at the bottom, and this is the Nile, and it all goes all the way out to the Mediterranean right over there. And we've heard about the amazing things about the Nile, about when it floods, and there's been a lot of really impressive adventures about people trying to figure out where this source of this mighty river came from. That might be something you might want to research. But I also wanted to touch on another really impressive river that has done a lot of work. This one right here, it is in India. It is the Ganges. And it has this impressive little feature right here, this mouth. It has actually 15 different mouths, and I kind of found a nice way to blow that up so you guys can look at it in a different way. Right over here, okay? You can see that it creates almost like this barrier between it and Nepal, and it's a huge source of water for India with all of its little tributaries as well. And look at the space and the work that that water has done carving that space at the mouth there. Well, we looked at the rivers all over the world, right? But I want to focus a little bit more on where we live, right there in North America. And luckily, I have a map that can do just that. Okay, so right here we have our map of the North America. And in North America, we have some pretty big rivers. And I had talked to you guys about the Mississippi the last time, how the Mississippi flows all the way up here and has a source all the way in the Rocky Mountains, right? That kind of go into this huge delta that's over by Louisiana. But this isn't just the only rivers that we have. You can see even the Connecticut River right here in Connecticut. We also have all of these little tributaries that look a lot like this. So this is really what our US, and I should say all of North America, would look like if we put in all of those little rivers that flow, and they feed water from their bigger rivers and provide water for the towns and cities. I want you to try and think and imagine, where do you think all of the big cities would be on this map? Do you think that there's a correlation between where people choose to live and water sources? That is something for you to discover and us to discuss on another day.